Hey there, guys. Hope you're all doing great, and hope that everything's good. This is gonna be a little bit of a different kind of video. Um, it's nothing super entertaining, but it's definitely just genuinely me and just expressing, I guess, venting. Um, and so if you're not really into this kind of stuff, totally understand. You don't have to watch, but Um, I'm kind of going through a difficult time right now. Uh, my mom is really sick, and she's been sick for quite some time, but within the last few months, I think that her conditions have just progressed, and so it's been a little difficult. And, you know, I've been like going through a lot and just kind of realizing, I guess, having like these like little mini epiphanies. But one of the things that I have realized is, there's a few things. The first thing is like, it's crazy. Like, my mom raised me as a single parent, and our relationship definitely had its share of ups and downs, so it was by no means perfect, as most mother-daughter relationships do. But in my adulthood, there was just like this moment where like all the problems we had before just drifted away. They like completely disappeared, and she became like my best friend. And our relationship is funny. It's like we have this really weird relationship that probably nobody would understand. But when I think about her and life, it's like I cannot imagine life without my mom. Um, it just feels like it would be completely impossible to live. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, because it's like, you have that person in your life where you just can't imagine life without them. And I always thought to myself, like, if one day my mom were to ever die, I don't think I could go on. But now I'm in this position where I'm a mother now, and I have someone who depends on me. And it's like the weirdest thing in the world. So, I'm just kind of dealing with that emotion and that whole thought process. Um, My mom has been a diabetic her entire life. Well, not her entire life. I should take that back. Let's say for the last 26 years, she's been a diabetic. It started with gestational diabetes during her pregnancy with my brother, and then the diabetes just stayed, and she did become insulin dependent. And she has, it's been under control, but 25 years of diabetes, it's going to take a major toll on your body. And that's exactly what it's done to her. Basically, as a result of being a diabetic for so many years, her kidney functions started to fail. And eventually her kidneys failed. So she has been on dialysis for over a year. And that alone was just a major shock and a major adjustment for our whole family. She has to receive dialysis treatment 3 times a week, and each treatment ranges from 3.5 to 4 hours a day. She sees tons of doctors and has tons of specialists. And there's people coming around, so they probably think I'm crazy and insane. But now the newest thing that's happening with her condition is, because her kidneys are failing and they're a major organ in the body, it has slowly started to affect her liver. And she has scarring on her liver, which is referred to as cirrhosis. Now, there's a huge stigma behind cirrhosis. People who suffer from alcoholism or alcohol abuse tend to have cirrhosis. And, that's one of the reasons why people have the condition. So when you think of cirrhosis, people automatically assume, oh, either you were an IV drug user, you got hepatitis, or you're an alcoholic. And a lot of times you're kind of placed into this category, which is unfortunate, but that really is just how society is. You can't really stop people from labeling. But no, my mom was not an alcoholic. She never used IV drugs, and she does not have hepatitis. The cirrhosis is just a result of having these ongoing medical conditions and the kidney failure. But bottom line is, sorry, I didn't mean to get all technical, but I kind of wanted to put that out there. Bottom line is that things are progressing, and it's not a good situation. The liver is now failing, and doctors have said that she will need a liver transplant sooner than later. And I feel like every other week we're in the hospital, with some type of complication. What amazes me is my mom's strength and positivity. For all of the things that she's been through and continues to go through on a daily basis, she is seriously the most positive, strong, amazing person I know. She never complains. She completely puts everyone else's feelings before hers. And she stays positive. I mean, with everything that she goes through, the pain, the procedures, the appointments, the treatments, it's like she could easily just give up and be like one of those bitter, sad, angry people. But she never does that. She never questions, why me? She never feels sorry for herself. And that is seriously something that I admire so much, because I was in the hospital for one night and I literally thought I was gonna die. The beds are uncomfortable. It's boring. People are constantly poking you and bothering you. And it's like, I complained about that, yet she has to go through all of this stuff, and she still is positive and strong and happy and smiles. And people will ask her, how do you feel? And she just looks at them and says, I feel great. I feel great. And it's like, I know you don't feel great, Mom, and it's okay to be honest when you don't feel good. But I think that that's her way of coping, is that she keeps that mentality. And I think it's one of those things, like, if you tell yourself something enough, you'll end up believing it. And kind of like the law of attraction in a way. So I really just admire her, and I just think it's amazing. She was having a conversation with somebody, and she said, I'm not afraid at all, and I'm not afraid to die either. And when she says stuff like that, it seriously kills me. It scares me to death, but it's kind of comforting to know that she's not living her life in fear, because at this stage where she's at, I mean, the reality is everyone's gonna die one day. But it's so hard to even fathom it. And I don't know, guys, like, I am one of her primary support systems. So it's hard. It really is hard. So if any of you guys are actually still watching this video and you can relate because you have a parent or a spouse or somebody in your family who you help take care of who is really sick, I just want you to know you're not alone. And there's a reason why you were put in this position. And stay strong for that person that you care about and love, and really just try to think positive. So I think my perspective has changed now that I'm a mother. I understand, you know, but at the same time, like, I just wish that my mom wouldn't have to be going through this. And it's really, really hard to watch somebody you love suffer so much. And I know some of you guys who aren't close to your family or maybe not close to your parents may not understand, but it's like I feel the obligation to take care of my mom. I will never throw my mom to a side and put her in like a home or a facility or anything like that. I just could never do that. Some people don't have the option, and I get that, and I'm not putting anyone down. But I feel like it's my obligation to take care of the person who gave me life, and I will do that. And so I have to tell myself that I'll be okay and it's going to be okay, and really try to be strong for my mom and my daughter. And I don't know. I just wanted to vent today, guys. I'm actually on my way to the hospital right now. My mom is in the hospital, and gotta go make sure she's okay and that everything's fine. But yeah, guys, I hope everyone's doing great. If you're in my situation or if you can relate, leave me a comment or message me or whatever. I think it's great to connect with people who can relate. And if you believe in prayer, keep my mom in your prayers. If you don't believe in prayer, send us some positive vibes. But I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for listening. Bye.